The Geno Breaker had its time in the sun. Now, it's the Berserk Fury's turn. My personal favorite Zoid. This is literally right after I finished recording for that Geno Breaker video, which should be up by now. I really hope that one does well because I could not contain my excitement to recreate this thing. I immediately went into the garage and went to work. I've been pleased with the results in testing. I do tend to charge the laser cannons, but I'll try rapid firing, see if it's better. I just don't like staying in firing stance so often, for this exact reason. So, you want to take things seriously, huh? You just don't like to mess around. Alright, that's fine by me. You want to go ape? Let's go ape. Or in my case, go full T-Rex on you. "10 seconds flat. I'm pretty sure that beat your record in the first round. Hey, you wanted to take things seriously? Well, that's me taking things seriously. Yeah, charging up the laser cannons will delete pretty much anything. It has a lot of synergy with the Sweet 16s as well. I don't think I beat my time though, did I? Nope, just shy a couple of seconds. Berserk Fury living up to the name. GG. Cosmos. Some say Cosm. That's a Bloodborne reference, by the way. My opponent being another lightweight build means that I'm confident in my firepower, deleting them as soon as possible. What was that? I'm not hallucinating, right? Did they just... Why does it seem like they're borderline lagging, but just enough to be so fast? This is different. I've seen laggers, and... Am I fighting against a next? Is that what's going on right now? When did this become a thing? What even staggered me? My AC got staggered before their expansion popped off. Okay. You all saw everything that was happening, right? As soon as the match started, my opponent assault boosts faster than anything I've seen before. Borderline teleporting, but not quite. And then their general movements, including quick boosting, was literally like they were skipping frames. Is this them? Yeah, I mean, look at this. I am facing a next right now. Are they lag switching just enough where it's not breaking the game like an opponent I fought with my Geno Breaker? Instead of teleporting, they're fast enough to avoid all of my attacks. At least the damage is registering right away. Or is this another form of intentional cheating? Because something ain't right here. It feels like my opponent went up, down, left, right, A, B, and they unlocked 4th gen levels of movement. This is such a bizarre occurrence. I have never encountered something like this. I've seen varying levels of lag switching and blatant forms of cheating, but this is so weird. It's like a slight enough speed advantage that's noticeably breaking Armored Core 6's boundaries. Must be nice. Feels like I'm fighting the equivalent of a final boss right now. Alright, that is over with. Putting this one behind me. But please, if you have any ideas what happened here, post in the comments. That was insane. Nokron and Ranni. How do you not have a Moonlight equipped? That's an Elden Ring reference, by the way. I can't get over my last opponent. That felt like I was playing Armored Core 6 and they were stuck in Armored Core 404 answer. Unbelievably crazy. Of course, they clipped me with the grenade cannon, so you're backpedaling the whole time. You sure are. Oh, needed that to land. Oh, and it begins when I find an opponent who will be pressing back the entire time and holding the triggers. Oh. It's so crazy how out of all the Armored Core games, this one almost has no repercussions for backpedaling. And I know some people are going to say, do you expect your opponent to confront you up close with your shotties and diffuse cannons? No, not at all. Hold up, can I actually reach you at this range? So you're saying I have a chance here? Thank goodness that landed. But as I was saying, the thing you have to realize, and I understand a lot of people are getting into Armored Core for the first time through AC6, but in older Armored Core titles, backpedaling required several things, such as EN management. And I know one of the biggest counter-arguments, which is seriously moot at this point, is that EN management is required for backpedaling here. And that's true to a very certain and generous extent. Because, let's be honest, even if you redline your generator while backpedaling, you can have the worst generator in the game, you will still be back on your feet and backpedaling in no time. By comparison, in previous titles. And even right now, my build is assault boosting. Look at me, I am desperately trying to keep up, and yet I'm not closing the gap whatsoever. There's more effort on my end just to keep up than there is for my opponent. So are we really surprised why this playstyle is frowned upon so much in AC6 specifically? I don't agree with putting people down or name calling. We should be able to rightfully criticize it though. We want engaging battles at the end of the day. I'm out here running a marathon and you're on cruise control. Where is the balance in that? Oh, can I actually hit you now? No, I cannot. See, thanks for proving my point. They hit a pillar and it's like nothing even happened. They continue to increase the distance between us. And that was my one shot at turning this around. I am delaying the inevitable. See? No amount of crazed assault boosting is going to guarantee you the win. Even when they were within my optimal range, they had such a huge health lead that they could afford to get hit once or twice and still chip away at me. Doesn't mean I'm going to give up going for the win though. I do have a good record when it comes to taking down kites and rats alike. I just need to find the moment. Oh, that's huge. You going into firing stance might have just cost you everything. Your health is so low. Yeah, that was the exact opening that I needed. Oh boy. Would I have won otherwise? I don't know, but GG. Mr. O in the Balaam unit. I'm looking forward to this one. Very cool double melee build. The Javelin Alpha with the Ducat is kind of scary. Could lead to some pretty quick staggers. Oh, you being airborne is going to be a problem. This isn't even backpedaling, this is just aerial superiority. Ah, the bridge had to get in the way. Oh, I cannot get a follow-up. You don't want to fight here? Where it's nice and confined? We could have a moment maybe where I can hit you with my diffuse cannons? Luckily, I did not get melee punished. That was instantaneous destruction right there. Good lord. I am going to guess my opponent is using the Gridwalker booster. There is nothing else that's going to keep you afloat for that long with that much ease. Luckily, I am on a reverse joint, so I can use my hops to close that gap a little bit easier. That landing is big, not the kick though. Oh, good timing on your expansion. I was tempted to let the diffuse cannons rip. Wow, this is awkward. If only the diffuse cannons had damage over time like the Facans. But that'd be asking way too much. Good game, that was a lot of fun. Always appreciate running into a fellow Balaam enthusiast. You don't see too many in A rank or higher. A lightweight dual Etsujin build, and on this map, I'm expecting some backpedaling. I could be wrong, but looking at their shoulder weapons too, I'm pretty confident that's how they're going to be playing. I just want a nice back and forth. Don't make me assault boost you the entire time. You're going to make me assault boost you the entire time. Boy. Yeah, I'm at a huge disadvantage again. But as soon as I have an opportunity, I'm going to take it. Oh, I'm surprised that landed. Air to air with the diffuse cannons is not that consistent. I probably could have retreated because I had the health lead. What can I say? I like to see the job done from start to finish, even if it is at the cost of my own sanity currently. Despite what some people may think, I do not enjoy chasing my opponents down 90% of the time. If I can get this to land. Oh, nice. There we go. The wombo combo. Reverse joint kick, the sweet 16s, followed by the diffuse cannons. It is a very, very strong combo. Whew, I do wonder how much damage it would do to a heavier AC. I mean, it would probably still do respectable damage. Definitely wouldn't be outright vaporized like my lightweight opponents. But still curious. Oh, we're playing this cat and mouse game, are we? Not the least bit surprised. Splash damage landing is surprising. Already your ACS drain's going away, and you got a free stagger off me. Nice. Very good trade there. Can't believe I'm saying this, but moments like this, I wish we had out of bounds like in the older games. I say that half seriously because that was a terrible, terrible feature in the older Armored Core titles, but in this huge of a map and my opponents playing the way they are, I would understand why they would have such boundaries, because I am not enjoying myself right now. I'm going to be brutally honest. I am not. This is not by any means fun for me, and I don't mean to sound like a Debbie Downer. I love Armored Core 6. Even if I had won that round, I would feel the exact same way. Because when you do this constant chasing around, it is mentally exhausting. I feel like I'd rather play anything else right now. Battlefield, Metal Gear, doesn't matter. Just get me out of this situation. And I'm quite surprised when I first started recreating builds from other mediums, like old gen ACs or Gundams. It was when I was in S rank of all things. I still remember constantly fighting Zimmermans, BVO when it was a thing, energy tanks and nothing else. Now, it's kites, still your typical Zimmermans, and instead of tanks, it's more... Wow, that actually landed. I'm quite surprised. Maybe I can still win this. But it's slight variations of what I already mentioned. The lack of build variety is very noticeable the higher rank you are. How can I finish the job here, though? Quick firing's risky, but the most direct approach. Like a T-Rex, I am out of here. Comparing this to my Genobreaker build, because I'm sure some people will want a comparison as to who can win a fight in literal seconds, Berserk Fury comes out on top, hands down. However, when it comes to the drawn-out fights, Genobreaker is going to win every time. It has the means to deal with those situations much easier, and it's true to the way these original Zoids operated. When I looked up the weapon specs of the Berserk Fury, I was so distraught to see outside of the particle cannon it only used its tail, teeth, and claws. So instead of going to ranked PvP with nothing but bare fists and the diffuse cannons, I went with the Sweet 16s because they still force me to get in close and deal a lot of damage. It's high risk and high reward. You might be going, well, make a compromise, use something like dual Zims. When I make these recreations, I want it to feel as authentic to the original as possible, and I don't like having an easy way out in that regard, like another person I saw way back when that I mentioned, which had a heavy arms AC, but slapped on dual Zims, a shield, and called it a day. Doesn't feel true to what I'm trying to accomplish with these recreations to begin with. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Until next time, take care.